I'm doing my godly, I should call it the Bar Foundation for Freedom of Speech. And being intelligence. Intelligence of the heart, not the brain. And Kabbalah teaches us that the heart is really that's the battery of the whole deal. And it's hooked up to the brains, which perform what the heart wants. And it says, like, if you're in anger and bitterness and trauma, you secrete a lot of liver bile, and the bile of the liver can take down the heart. So if you change your frame of mind to one of feeling joy and happiness and love for other people, you don't secrete so much bile and your heart lasts longer. Isn't that great? I love Kabbalah. I love the stories in Kabbalah. Zohar. The unsealed book, 2,000 years ago it was written, and it was sealed and hidden till now. Till, the age of the computer, cyber. Because now it is possible for us to think more unifying, peaceful thoughts, because we have machines that can do what we tell them to do. We should start thinking less about those machines and more about the ideas that are going to program them. We could have been held down like that, but this is a whole new time now. You know how I was saying Trump is the first woman president? Well, he really is, because his mentality is very woman-like, and I use that as a compliment. Some people out there see that's a put down because they're sexist. But no, I mean it like it's a good thing, the way a woman's brain works differently from a man's. I think it's cultural in a large part, because we do have to take care of a lot of other people. Like, I'm a big sister, so all you big sisters out there, you were helping your parents raise those kids. And you like I used to come home from school, clean the house, make dinner, then do the dishes, then my homework. Can you believe that? I don't sit there on any little device killing off viruses or whatever they're killing these days. The Fortnite. I don't know, they all play that. But anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about now. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the ideas that will program those machines. Number one, they got to make war illegal. There's no need for it. It's totally obsolete. There's no need for any of it. And I really think Trump sees that. He doesn't, I like that he said empires don't fight endless wars and empty their treasuries. That's how you go down, I mean, can you imagine how close we were? I really think that I helped Trump get elected because I had a broken knee and I couldn't walk, so all I could do is just sit in bed and read Torah and say to myself, I don't want to happen what I see is on its way here. That can never happen here. And I really was praying, and I got this feeling, I think it was 3 days before the election, and I knew it. And I kept on telling everybody, and they were thinking I was crazy like they always do. It was shortly after my birthday, so my whole family was there, and we watched, and of course he won. And I loved to watch the TV anchors, and I knew what happened too. I know what happened to the machines, but I'll talk about that later. But it's just so genius, because it was like really brave Americans that go, no, we're not going to become a communist, Stalinist, Hitlerian, third world country. We're the United States of America. So to make sure this never happens again, we're going to have to make some big changes. We're going to do it calmly as we can. I like how he said we're going to put drug dealers, child traffickers, human traffickers, drugs, deadly drugs, guns, violent, and, you know, people whose countries don't want them no more. They're like, you got 24 hours to get out of town, pal. Because a lot of them are violent, and there's a lot of rape and stuff going on those trips. And I couldn't believe those women in white didn't know that at the SO2. They didn't know that children are being smuggled on our southern border and put into pipelines, distribution channels. It's all like Boys Town on a ground level, like that whole Franklin Boys Town thing, on a grand international level. And we've got to stop that. That's number one, because war is kind of a cover for that, for taking slaves and forced labor camps. And war's a big cover for a lot of shit. So it's got to go. Now we have cyber war, which we got to move into that realm. What are we going to do about that one? I think they better get to work on a program of how to reverse radiation poisoning and pesticide poisoning and just poisoning of people for money. I think that's a good place to start. War as a cover for all that. And who profits from war? Well, wouldn't you know it, it's the tippy top of the pharaonic pyramid Ponzi scheme. It's all just Pharaoh. None of us have ever left Egypt. Not at all.